Balancing your blood sugar can help with diabetes, heart disease, mood swings, anxiety, and even your weight. For more information, registered holistic nutritionist Andrea Donsky is back. So good to see you.
So good to see you too.
You're a wealth of information.
Thank you.
And we're going to start off with what foods we should eat and why this plays such an important role in our everyday energy levels even.
Right, so it's really important to keep our blood sugar balanced, especially when it comes to weight loss and weight maintenance, and like you said, certain health disorders.
And curb cravings.
And curb cravings, right, and it prevents the whole, peaks and valleys in terms of like we get hungry, our blood sugar, when we get hungry, we eat something sweet, blood sugar spikes, then it falls, and then we want to grab something sweet again to help bring it back up.
It's a vicious cycle, like a roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster,
okay.
Exactly.
So instead, we should be eating.
So we want to look at something called the glycemic index and really follow foods that have low GI ratings. So for example, the glycemic index is a rating that goes from 0 to 100. Okay. So foods that have less than 55, a rating of 55 or less, are considered a low GI rating.
Okay.
So what that does is it doesn't allow the glucose or the starch to affect our blood sugar. So it just basically goes more slowly as opposed to spiking.
So you have sustained energy spread throughout the day.
Right.
You feel full longer. Okay, let's do it.
So, and this is high GI foods. For example, watermelon has a rating of 80.
Oh, no.
So we really want to pick low GI foods so that we don't have that spike.
So even when you think you're doing yourself a favor with watermelon,
right,
you're going to crave more sweets.
You're going to crave more sweets. And the same thing with anything white. So white bread, white rice, that's the kind of thing we want to stay away from. And instead, choose things that have fiber. So fiber helps to regulate our blood sugar so that we don't get those spikes.
So whole grain toast.
Whole grain toast is a great option, and we want to aim to get 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day because that's important, again, keeping our blood sugar regulated.
How much is that, though? Like in terms of looking at food,
so we want to get our fiber from our fruits and vegetables. If you have a piece of bread, you look for something that has a serving of about 3 or 4 grams or higher per serving in your bread. Now, another really great way to do it is chia seeds.
Chia.
This is amazing, and these are what the chia seeds look like before. So if you could touch that,
they look like almost little what's poppy seeds, right?
So each tablespoon of chia seeds has 4 grams of fiber. So if you have 2 of these a day, add them to your smoothies, now you've got 8 grams of fiber out of your 25 to 35. And this is what I want to show you. These are chia seeds when we added water to it.
Look how thick that is.
They absorb 10 times their weight. So fiber is great to keep us full as well.
So they expand in your belly.
They expand in our belly, so it's really important that we drink lots of water. So you hear people say drink lots of water when you're drinking fiber. This is why.
Got it.
You want to flush it out, and this helps to keep us regular as well.
Were these safe GI foods to eat, or were these on the no-no?
These are on the low GI, so these are really great to eat. Grapefruit has about a 25 rating of GI, cherries 22, lentils anywhere from 21 to 30, and salad are single digits.
Okay, so now over to this side.
So this is sugar. Now, white sugar has a GI rating of 100.
It's at the top of the scale.
It's at the top of the scale. So when we eat white sugar, our blood sugar is just going to spike right up. So instead what I say is choose low GI sugar. So there are great options out there. Here's one that I really love. This is xylitol. And if you look at the sugars, you can see they look pretty much similar.
Yeah.
In terms of using it in baking or cooking, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Difference is this is 100 GI, this is 7.
It's only 7?
It's only 7.
And is it true? I was just eating some of these mints, the xylem mints, yesterday, and it helps prevent cavities.
That's what they're saying, according to some of the research.
Right.
Yeah, so it's great. And I mean, personally, I love it. It's made from Canadian birch trees. And
that's the weird thing. It's made of hardwood, but that's okay.
That's okay. And it's totally safe for diabetics, and it has very little or no effect on our blood sugar.
Apple cider vinegar. You keep hearing about the health benefits. Why? And it has to have the mother in it, which is the pulp.
So the thing about this is that there are certain foods that have no effect on our blood sugar, like protein, like fiber, like fat. What I love about these 2 foods is cinnamon has been researched to show basically a ½ teaspoon added to a starchy meal can help reduce our blood sugar levels by 24%.
Ooh, so add a little sprinkle of cinnamon to anything you can.
And the apple cider vinegar, or any vinegar in particular, can help, when you add it to a starchy meal, can help reduce the GI of that meal by 30%.
So it's essentially pulling those starches out.
It's basically slowing the absorption of the sugar that we're eating.
Talk to me about this capsule.
Okay, so these are really fun. I call this our little cheat section. So these are supplements. This is GlucoSmart. And what GlucoSmart, it's by Lorna Vanderhaeg. And what that is, you could take it before, during, or after a meal.
So if you're going to order a pizza,
if you're going to order a pizza, take 2 of them.
Exactly. Glass of wine.
And what it does is it has something called carositol. And what carositol is it shows, according to the research, is that it mimics insulin in our body, which helps to burn sugar, and keep our blood sugar balanced.
Ah, and then last but not least, we drink too.
This is Shape Smart. This is a brand new product that I'm pretty excited about.
Okay.
It basically has an ingredient called Civetol, which in research shows that over a 2-month period helped to produce a 10.6-pound weight loss.
Oh, I'll drink to that
And
indeed.
it's health, yeah, it basically has a weight loss claim from Health Canada.
So you
it's
just
really
drink
great.
it like
You just drink it like
whenever?
this. It tastes like lemon iced tea, has no sugar, and it tastes delicious in my opinion, and it helps to balance our blood sugar.
naturalsavvy.com, breakfasttelevision.ca, tweet her up at Andrea Donsky or at Naturally Savvy. We'll drink to that.
We will.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Right now we're to Jen at Live Eye.